In this video, we will learn how to make organic compost at home. This simple process is smell-free and easy to implement. In order to make compost, you simply need a container. For that, select a container. It can be anything from a bucket to a normal dustbin or a garden pot. Make sure to make some holes at the bottom so as to let some air in easily. A shallow tub or tray to collect the drained water. To prepare the most nutrient-rich compost, we will require these ingredients. Eggshells are made out of calcium carbonate. Calcium helps the plant to develop a strong cellular structure. Neem leaves are rich in vitamins, minerals and enzymes and helps to increase plants' resistance to pest attacks. Garden soil will keep the bad smell away and it will fasten the composting process. Compost will introduce the bacteria and earthworms which will fasten the decomposing process. Banana peels add potassium as well as small amounts of nitrogen, phosphorus and magnesium. Green kitchen waste is high in nitrogen and helps to activate the heat process. In order to help compost break down faster, shred kitchen waste since it takes longer for larger pieces to break down. This will speed up the time it takes to make compost. You can also add wood chips, straw or hay, shrub prunings, pine needle, shredded paper or newspaper, coffee grounds and other things. Layer the bottom of the container with 1 inch of soil and after that 1 inch of compost to start the pile, which will help to introduce the correct bacteria. Best place to start composting is outdoors, but you can even start the process inside your home. The best kitchen scrap to add your compost pile are those fruit and vegetable scraps because they break down quickly and do not attract rodents and insects in the same way that animal products do. Green material which are high in nitrogen are used to activate the heat process in your compost. Add crushed eggshells to add calcium and other minerals in the compost. Add neem leaves to the mix as it will add antibacterial properties to your compost. Repeat the process and add multiple layers of kitchen waste, compost and soil respectively. All the items should come into contact with one another and should be laid down in their layers that are only a few inches deep. To fasten the process, we will use normal soil and compost. Compost will also introduce earthworms in the mixture, which will help the mix to decompose quickly. Garden soil will keep the bad smell away and it will fasten the composting process. To avoid any spills, place a shallow container or tray underneath the container. Water the mix thoroughly. Keep the container in full sunlight as in the sun, waste will break down quicker but it will need more water. Reuse the collected drained water as it contains useful bacteria and essential nutrients. Keep the drainage pot underneath the container for at least 10 to 15 days. Whenever compost pile starts to dry up, add more water to it. It is a good idea to mix your compost on a regular basis as it helps to encourage the growth of the right kind of bacteria that will help the compost to decompose faster. Make sure the mixture stays moist but not too wet. Turn your compost mixture to add air to the mix. This helps to speed up the composting process. At this stage, you can easily see some earth forms in the compost. They will make the compost more porous and will turn the waste into fertilizer. To fasten the process, cover the whole bin with a lid or simply cover it with dry leaves. Covering helps retain moisture and heat, two essentials for compost. It usually takes about 2 to 3 months for the compost to be made, depending on the weather conditions and the contents of your pile. After 60 to 70 days, your compost is ready to be used in the garden. Once compost is ready, separate out all the leaves. You can store your compost in poly bags or in simple garbage cans. Just keep the bags away from direct sun. Add compost to your plant in a small proportion to provide them with nutrients that help them thrive and flourish. Making compost correctly will allow you to feed your plants essential nutrients and make your soil more fertile, all while using items that would otherwise go into your trash.